After committing a hidden act of violence 20 years ago, Henry fractured into two personalities, one driven by guilt and confession, the other by denial and survival. Henry lives in a cheap apartment divided down the middle, one side tidy, the other messy. Now the Henrys are 50. A mild slur when Henry II drinks disappears when Henry I speaks. In the presence of others, Henry appears eccentric, prone to talking to himself. Henry I insists that he's the original occupant of the body. Henry II, he explains, is the intruder. They continually exchange sarcastic and ironic remarks. Henry II holds down a job during the day and often goes to bars at night, leaving Henry I to fester in loneliness. When Henry II arranges their first visitor in 20 years, Henry I experiences flashback. 20 years earlier, Henry was an idealistic young priest mentored by the charismatic Father Bryant. Henry revered him until he discovered Father Bryant sexually abusing an altar boy. Bryant begs for secrecy, claiming exposure would shatter the faith of believers, especially the vulnerable. Henry relents, but vows to watch his every move. 3 months later, Henry discovers that Bryant has been spiking his nightly brandy with sleeping pills. He catches his mentor in a shed with another boy who runs away screaming. Bryant points out Henry's culpability for not turning him in. These last little boys, a dozen of them, they're on you. Henry smashes Bryant with an iron rake. Henry II emerges to dispose of the body and cover up the crime. Henry II dealt with a young FBI agent tasked with investigating child sexual abuse. Back to the present, Henry's personalities clash over digging up the past. For Henry I, living is forgetting. For Henry II, living is remembering. Their fight ends in a murder-suicide attempt. 3 months later, Henry is consumed by watching a news report about child sex trafficking and the possibility that someone just like Bryant was leading a vast trafficking network. He reaches out to FBI agent Ramirez, who investigated Bryant decades earlier. She tells Henry that Bryant has become a hero on the dark web for raising pedophilia to a spiritual level. They discover that pedophiles meet their victims in a child's bedroom hidden inside an 18-wheeler whose constant movement has confounded detection. Ramirez defies her superiors and concocts a secret sting with Henry as willing bait. She and Henry rescue the children. But their triumph is short-lived. To his shock, he's awakened in another 18-wheeler made to look like a child's bedroom by none other than Father Bryant. Henry had only picked up the rake 20 years earlier, then passed out. Bryant is about to force Henry to abuse a child as initiation into shared depravity, when Henry II silently retrieves Bryant's switchblade and slits his throat. The little girl chosen for Henry to abuse grieves Bryant's death. She picks up Bryant's gun and shoots Henry. In a coma, Henry says in a voice-over, "In my dream of God, I saw a child crying in a desert. I gave her water. I held her, comforted her. Her head was on my chest. I smelled her hair. Her heart beat with mine." We hear two hearts beating, slowing, stopping.